Hey guys, James here again with Patriot Homecraft. I just wanted to touch bases. It's been a little bit, and we've had a lot going on. We have moved to the western side of Wisconsin, and we've been settling in. So it's been about a month that we've been in this new house, and we have enjoyed working on it, getting stuff set up for the family, as well as for work. And I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of the progress that we've made and some of our plans, especially for the channel. So I am in the garage right now, and since we've been here, we insulated these walls, and basically we put in R19 insulation, put on a vapor barrier, and put OSB, half-inch OSB on that. And then we came back and we put a carpet on it. So let me turn this around here so you can see it. So we put R19 insulation inside of this wall. Then we have the vapor barrier, and then we went on top of it with the half-inch OSB. And then I bought an ultramarine carpet from Menards and installed that. It's not perfect. There's some of the issues with stapling that we're gonna have to come back over with a Sharpie. I had to do it temporarily because of just it's a rented home, so it's not our own. I can't leave it on the walls if the homeowner doesn't want it. My brother came up with an idea to Sharpie the staples as a pack. So we Sharpied those before we used the ink saw, the Milwaukee ink saw, but we did that before we installed it. And if you step back here, you can see the major difference. There's a little bit of light glare there. Well, you can see the major difference between the upper ones where we didn't do that and then the lower ones where we did. There's a major difference. Obviously, if you get up close, like you can see that, you can see the staples there, but it's much different than the ones that weren't Sharpied. Been working on the garage. We got the carpet on the walls. I got some pack out mounted last day. I'm using the upright E-track here, DC Cargo from Amazon, and I got the 5-foot sections for this. I love how versatile it is. Now, on the other wall, you can see I have this E-track mounted, and this is a long horizontal E-track instead of the vertical, and basically it enables us to go between multiple studs and catch all of those studs. And you can see I screwed it in a lot. There's a lot of screws in here on this wall. You can see it. I alternated basically on the end. I did 2. This has double because there's a stud here and I wanted to catch that stud. But other than that, I'm alternating in a pattern. So the top one and then over one and down. It's coming along. It's a mess in here still. I apologize, but it's a work in progress. Over here, I'm gonna have my desk. I'm gonna take this metal frame that I had from before and spray paint it black, clean it up, get some of the rust figured out, and then I'm gonna make this into a nice desk that's right here. I'm debating still whether to carpet this wall that's right here. I think it would look really nice, but the problem is then I don't really want to carpet the rest of it just due to finances. And so we'll see. I might do that one wall. I'm gonna have some work carts here, either build them, buy them. I might buy the Craig ones. I'm still working through that. And then I have my Milwaukee corner. I love pack out. Pack out is the way to go. I still need to buy probably another 5 or 10 of those, somewhere in there, because I have stuff that needs to go on those shelves. Behind this piece of OSB, there is more. Basically, goes for a while back there. That's empty space that I can put stuff in. Another thing that I'm going to be working on here soon. Just recently, I guess a few months ago, I started building this thing, and I like the concept, but I'm not happy with it yet. So I'm going to actually tear that one apart, and I'm going to redo it with some new wood. But basically, I'm going to make a caulk tube storage solution that the concept that I have in my mind, at least right now, is basically going to be that this can fold open, and on the inside you can have like the small bottle, the small cans of stain, the 1-quart ones, and then on the outside of that would be spray paint. So basically you would have spray paint on the outside, stain on the inside, and then caulk tubes, or somehow that arrangement. So it might be caulk on the outside so that they can stick out a little bit. I don't know. Still working through that because I don't like even though this is, obviously I just moved here, so I just put these on the shelf, but I don't like this. Like, I want to be able to access everything. I want to be able to get into my storage and find everything quickly know what I have so I don't double spend on materials, apart from just the sanity of keeping it clean. This shelf, just bought this from Menards as well. Installed this. It's, I think, the muscle rack. Yeah, I have the box here still. So you can see what this is. Muscle rack, 5 shelf. Each shelf is supposed to be rated for 1,000 pounds. Honestly, it was a pain to put together. I wish I could afford a little bit more of a nicer shelf, but for now, it is what it is, and it's definitely going to keep things a little bit more organized. Paint sprayer up top, some harnesses, a spray container back there, my tile saw. This is actually just random stuff right now. It's not preemie newborn clothes, as the label indicates. Need to relabel everything. Car stuff, some stuff from my garage that I haven't gone through yet, and even more. You can see just odds and ends throughout the whole thing. So containers for screws, etc. So, gonna do garden tools right here, as well as just stuff that I need for jobs. So my chainsaw, weed whacker, all of that kind of stuff. Snow shovel, down there's my jack. Painting supplies. This is one of those things that I need to figure out. I don't really like I like the concept a lot, but for me, I want all of my painting supplies to be in one spot. And I have painting stuff there. I have the pretty poles. I have a tray in there. I have some roller frames and stuff like that. But by the end, it's just really cluttered. And I don't really like having cluttered stuff. So, like I can't fit. In here I have some helmets, and then I have the pretty painting bucket. And I don't really like how that works. I need to figure out a different system. They do make, it almost looks like a pack out, but they make a pretty rolling system. The problem is I'm so attached to pack out that for me to go to any kind of other storage system is really annoying now, because it's not compatible with what I have. So back here I have some cable management as well next to the painting stuff. And I really like the E-Track. So E-Track, honestly, I would recommend anyone that has a garage, anyone that has a trailer. It's so versatile. I mean, I wouldn't maybe do everything in E-Track because there's practicality to other solutions as well. But for what I'm doing, I love being able to take my cables, and this, I just bought the wraps that come with the E-Track built onto it, and I really enjoy being able to stack those. So I could stack this right next to it and another one right next to it, and it just overlaps, and I love that. Back in that corner, I'm gonna end up doing a flat wall with basically with levels, and organize those so that they have easy access. I'm gonna put a couple ladders in that back corner there. Still have to figure it out. There's a bunch of stuff that we're working through. I have a fridge. I need to buy a freezer to go next to that, and then revisit this whole situation over here. You gotta have it. You gotta have a dump place somewhere. And so it's not practical to make just a shop when all you have is one garage and no shed. So it's coming along, as you can see. Have a lot of stuff to work through, and I'm really happy with the progress that's been made in this garage compared to what it was. I'll post a picture of what it was before and the after once we're done here. But this is middle of the project. There's a lot going on still. Like I said, I apologize for the mess. I'm not done yet. I have other jobs and other stuff to work through. So it's coming though. I'm gonna take you inside now, and I'm gonna show you some of the inside projects that I'm gonna be doing down in the basement here soon. So bear with me. So one of the things that we did do recently as well when we first moved in is I installed the SimpliSafe system. I compared a lot of different options. It was more expensive, but it was a very practical system. So went with that. My wife is loving the new kitchen, and maybe she'll do some cooking shows here soon. We'll see. Hi, kiddos.
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy.
What are you guys doing?
Cutting.
Cutting? Nice.
And I am wearing my short now, sounds.
Nice. What are you doing? teaching. Fun. Okay, well, you guys have fun, okay? So going down to the basement, this is a disaster down here. So I apologize. My kids have loved not having everything put together. So basically we're just working through some stuff. Down here is the project over the next couple days is this basement. So we have some food storage down here, some buckets with rice, different stuff like that. Working through some of those solutions. I actually have a really cool system that I found that I'm going to be looking into switching over for our bucket system. Either that or else building a shelf to where they're easily accessible. I don't want my wife to have to come down and pick off one bucket to get to the one underneath it, especially with multiple. I mean, this isn't that bad, but at the last house, we had to have them stacked like 4 high, and so it's really impractical. But I found a system that would enable us to be able to pack more into it. It's a little bit pricey, but I'll see about it, see what we can do with it. Right now, here's my office. Since I've been here, my wife has been working super hard. She moved those bins down here. She's a trooper. Installed this gas line up here, flexible gas line to the stove, and this was the arc resistant version of it. Honestly, it wasn't that complicated, but at the same time, it was a big project. If you're looking to DIY that, I personally would probably recommend, unless you have a lot of experience working with different things, to take that and just give it to a plumber because of the risk that's associated with it. There's one thing that's really annoying about this basement, and that is the fact that this is the only outlet in the whole basement, other than one that has the water heater plugged in over there. Literally the only outlet of the basement, and that's just super frustrating. The landlord gave me permission to wire more outlets in here, and I'm gonna need that because this corner right here is where my studio is gonna end up being. So I'm gonna put this as my office and my studio. I have this flooring product that's right here. I got this from Menards. It's a lower end product, but it's temporary, and I was able to get it for like $25 a box, which it adds up, but it's not half as expensive as a lot of the other stuff. It was on sale, and we were able to get that. So we're gonna install that right here, this whole area right here, and then move my desk over onto it. And basically it should end up approximately where that window is. So you can see, you know, the dad stuff going on there with the little mattress. But basically we pull that mattress out and the desk should end up basically in line where that is. And the flooring should extend to there and go all the way. And then I have this stuff that I was able to get. It was about $34 a box, and I found it for a little bit under $9, so $8 something per box for this weathered wood wallboard stuff. It's not what I was planning on going with. I was gonna do a different product. I don't like spending tons of money on hobby stuff like this that is jacked up in price. But for the price that it wasn't that bad. Made me not have to do any more work on it because it's already painted. So basically, I'm gonna be building that into part of this wall. It's right here. And then I have to decide still what approach I want to use for the backdrop on this side. But I think we'll make it look really nice. It'll be a nice office, it'll be a nice studio. And then continuing into here, this is gonna end up being a guest room, hopefully. Gonna make a wall down the middle and then put some kind of carpet down in there. I thought about extending the vinyl plank flooring. Honestly, at this point, just financially, I can't afford more right now, and so I'm gonna wait on that. This room is gonna be on pause for now. We might put a couple rugs down just to get it a little bit cozier, put a bed down here, and down the road it's gonna be one of those projects that happens as time goes on. So you can see the saw set up down for what I'm gonna be working on. I'll put that on a time lapse here in a few minutes so we can get that. And then this chaos disaster over here on this side. Basically, I have these rubber mats that I got from Home Depot over time. I kind of built, I think I bought 4 packs originally, and I love the product. It's super expensive though. It's like $65 for 4 of them. And so over time I've accumulated a bunch. And now I have them. The nice thing with them is that I'm able to take them with me. So they were set up down in the basement in my other house. And when we moved, we just basically pulled them apart, moved with us. So To me, over time, I feel like that's a good investment of a product, especially for a renter like me. They've made the basement come alive. Basically, I put, gym equipment on it, able to have a good place for the kids to run around and not get hurt because they can wrestle on it and such and so on. So we'll put that down as far as it goes in this, and we're gonna have storage down here on this side. It's gonna come a nice long way. So we also have, this is a product that I got for the garage. You can see this auto marine stuff. It's super, the back is really hard. It's really thin. For a carpet, it's pretty nice. But I like it. I like the price on it. It's like 48 cents per square foot. So it's a disaster, but hopefully once we're done with the projects that we're doing, this will be a pretty nice spot for everyone. So I'm actually thinking about building like a fort kind of thing around these poles to where the kids can have a spot in the middle that they can play, because again, we're in Wisconsin, the winters get super cold, so somewhere inside that they can play. And yeah, I think it'll be pretty nice. Well, there we go. We have completed our disaster tour, and yeah, it's coming along. Thanks for watching.